I'm just gonna get right into this. This is juicy, it's sweet, and you need to hear it. The United States of America has a huge $1 trillion. I mean, this is. Wait, let. All right, my name's Fred Graceman, and this whole thing started several years ago, like 4 years ago. And it's took me on the most amazing journey. I mean, mind blowing. It's fascinating. I can't believe it, that I could actually know so much. So it okay, I want to get it all out there. So I'll try again now. So here it goes. The United States of America has a time travel program. I know, it don't work. It doesn't work, but I mean, really, it's real, man. But it sounds so stupid. I understand. But as I was saying, man, we have this time travel program, and I wanted to kind of touch base with that a little bit. There is an electromagnetic field that you can possibly put a suit on, and control the suit, and this suit makes a field, an electromagnetic field. It can go out 30 feet around, surround you 30 feet wide. That and it forms a bubble because you have a device that fields around you. So like on this side of your arm, it would go 30 foot in that field. That 30 foot within this field, there would be many different spectrums. Okay, so it would pop out, and then at the end there would be a bubble, a shimmer, like well, yeah, like a little bit of a bubble. So okay, so you might be able to see it, but not really, because it's electromagnetic, and if you've seen it, it would look like smoke or like a fog or a mist. You wouldn't even really be able to see it. However, all this stuff leads back to the biggest secret known to mankind, and it's unbelievable. It does, though. It will work your brain. It will rack your brain in every sense of the way. And it seems that there is billions and billions and billions available, ready to spend in a second, anytime the word gets out. So when the word gets out, and people like me want to educate people about the electromagnetic field, the fourth state of matter, then they start with this demonic, evil, Satan bullshit. And it's to scare you off, it's to throw you off, it's to sidetrack your shit. There's good and there's bad. Okay, there's plus and there's minus. There's hot and there's cold. And there's time and there is gravity. Now, the secrets and the listen to me, man. The history, the fairy tales from Santa Claus, able to deliver a present to every child around the globe, all on one night, could be done, because Santa Claus probably learned how to manipulate time and gravity so he could lift and work in hyperspeed. Hyperspeed, that suit I was telling you about is about like a hyperspeed. You would turn it on and everything in me and you would go normal, but a leaf falling from a tree might take 2 hours to drop to the ground. And you just might be able to create enough power that you would watch in this bubble, you would create a bubble. You would see the sun, but the sun would actually be going backwards as you went through time until it just blinked. And then you would, so many days, thousands of days would go by in a blink of an eye. So that's the teleportation type deal. And I know you're all wondering, well, how does it know where to land you? And you're there, this is way above your head. And for you people, man, you need everything. I can show you. I could show you. And your pants will wet, okay? And you might even need to go change your diapers. But I can show you. I choose to keep a secret. However, any place, anytime I would like to exercise my free will, well, when I do that, you see what happens? There's this space force that controls all this shit anyway. So, and earlier back in the days, I'm just talking from previous experience that I was on a mission. I was building my plasma generator. Everything was going great. And I mean, a year and a half went by and I was finding pieces and parts and finally put it all, had enough to get it all. I mean, this one's, plasma generator's a little bit trippy, you know. At the beginning of the when you know it's working, it can transmutate the elements. So that's fascinating. So and then we know that when it does transmutate the elements, it transmutates the 13th lowest elements on the element table. So that's also another, like, that's very interesting. That's a good secret, because see, there's no heavy metals in there. There's no carbon. There's absolutely no carbon. So we are talking about transmutating the elements basically right back to hydrogen, oxygen, and helium, hydrogen, but oxygen, man. So yeah, 20% oxygen, no carbon emissions. These are the type of cars, okay? But kind of like Back to the Future, you create a lot of electricity, and if you hit that 1 point something gigahertz, you could. So Back to the Future, right? That movie has the nutty professor with the long silvery hair. Just know in your heart that is Paul Pantone. Paul Pantone on YouTube has so many videos. I know he just passed away or something like that, but he has done it, and the government took it and they put him in jail for like 3 years. So 3.5 years. They finally let him out but it was like a human rights violation. I mean, these guys was just covering their ass. They actually kind of gave him all the shit, you know, and then let him leave because he was diseased. But he's a very smart guy. He used some clove oil, some cinnamon, and some milk thistle every day in his coffee for 21 days. And they went and did his blood work later, and he was, you can't say cured, but you could say his blood work came back proper. He didn't have all the things that he was diagnosed with when he was in the jail. So this gets into doctors and shit, but the real deal is you could see the rash. He had chapped ass. His toe was mixed up. So, okay. Anyway, man, so we got another 10 minutes down, and we'll just let that one go with 10 minutes, and I'll conclude this one with another 10 minutes.